As the world is about to go up in flames, make no mistake about it, we're on the verge, most likely, of World War III. The only question is to what extent and how many countries other than Israel and Ukraine will be involved. But mark my words, this is the beginning. We, of course, have our brain-dead criminal president in charge. Very comforting, don't you think? But what's also not very comforting is that the opposition Republicans can't get their act together. Not that they ever got their act together. And now they're fighting over whether to make Jim Jordan Speaker of the House. This guy's not qualified to be Speaker of the House. All he can do is pontificate, go on Sean Hannity, suck up to Fox News. To put him in charge of the House of Representatives is number 3 on the list. God forbid that a president and vice president get assassinated or killed, and we pray not. This guy would be president of the United States. He's an Ohio State wrestling coach. That's all he is. And there are many questions about what he did there, whether or not he identified sexual abuse that was going on for many, many years. But that notwithstanding, the guy's just a grandstander. He's an empty suit, and he won't make it in any event. The Republican Party has no leaders, not in terms of the Congress. But what we do have are leaders in the ranks of the American people. We need to rise up. I don't have my hat today. I left it at home, my Third Continental Congress hat that I wore in the podcast yesterday. But what we need to do is to declare independence and form a new government and not a new nation. I want you to go to freedomwatchusa.org, contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. What we do is very expensive, whether it's our class actions for January 6 peaceful protesters, or our class action against communist China and the Wuhan lab, and Anthony Fauci and others in our legal proceedings, criminal and otherwise. We are your Justice Department. We're the only public interest group that really sticks our neck out. There's another one that gets documents and crows about it, that pounds its chest saying how great it is every single day. I founded that group. That is not the group that exists today that I founded. Freedom Watch is that group, and I want you to support it. Go to freedomwatchusa.org. I'm a trial lawyer of 46 years. That other group is run by someone who isn't even a lawyer. Not to be a lawyer is not a sin, but to do nothing and to get mostly just documents and not do anything other than that is. So it is time for the American people to rise up. It is time to do something before it is too late. It is time to form a new government. It is time to bring hard-hitting civil and criminal actions to clean out the rat's nest in Washington, D.C. and state capitals. Because if we had had a real government, we wouldn't be facing the prospect of World War III today, and we wouldn't have a president, if you want to call him that, called Joe Biden, a brain-dead criminal who took bribes from communist China, Ukraine, and Russia, and then committed negligent homicide in Afghanistan. This is our so-called supreme leader. He's not a supreme leader. He's a supreme loser. We, the American people, are winners. Let's make sure that we stay winners and save our country. Go to freedomwatchusa.org, contribute to our cause. And remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, thank you for listening to me.